UK politics, crime and economy debate sparks controversy. UK national politics has been dominated by intense public and parliamentary debate over rising crime concerns and a faltering economy, issues that sit at the heart of voter anxiety and are driving heated exchanges between political parties, law enforcement officials, and public commentators ahead of key policy decisions and future elections. Crime rhetoric and public perception. One of the most striking flashpoints came when Metropolitan Police Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley publicly rejected foreign political commentary about crime in London, calling claims that the capital is dangerously unsafe complete nonsense. His remarks responded directly to high-profile criticism from abroad and underscored ongoing tension about how crime levels are reported and perceived. Official data shows that while some forms of crime have risen in recent years, especially economic offenses like fraud, overall crime statistics remain complex and subject to interpretation. For example, data from the Crime Survey for England and Wales indicates a year-on-year rise, driven largely by fraud and cybercrime, which has become the most common category of offenses. At the same time, many commentators and citizens question whether official figures reflect the lived reality. Some argue that while long-term trends show crime is lower than in past decades, public sentiment and high-visibility incidents affect perceptions which politicians can exploit for political gain. Others warn that focusing on headline figures might downplay real safety concerns in local communities. Public and political debate continues over whether crime is truly rising or whether media and political framing are shaping public fears. Economic struggles and GDP performance. Parallel to the crime debate, the UK economy has delivered mixed signals, intensifying political controversy. Newly released figures revealed that the UK's GDP unexpectedly shrank, stirring immediate criticism from opposition parties who accused the government of economic mismanagement. Economic commentators highlight persistent challenges such as stagnating consumer spending, uncertainty in major industries like automotive manufacturing, and weak inflation control. Previous forecasts pointing to slow growth have fed into political narratives on both sides. The government positions its policies as stabilizing a fragile economy, while critics insist leadership failures and poor policy choices have harmed growth. Broader concerns about economic security and the UK's capacity to compete globally have been raised by parliamentary committees, warning that systems are not fit for the future. Political reactions and cross-party tension. Labour Chancellor Rachel Reeves, who has placed economic recovery at the center of the government's agenda, defended her record amid calls from opposition figures for more radical action. The economic shortfall has prompted renewed debate about taxation levels, business regulation, and strategies to boost investment, with critiques emerging from sectors worried about regulatory uncertainty. At the same time, the Conservative and Reform UK parties have seized on economic frustration and crime concerns to question the government's credibility. Public polls show issues like immigration and the economy often top voters' lists of priorities, with crime close behind, reinforcing why these issues resonate strongly in political discourse. Government initiatives and policy responses. Amid mounting criticism, the government has launched several initiatives that attempt to address aspects of both crime and economic performance. A major anti-corruption strategy aimed at cracking down on illicit finance and strengthening transparency. Justice Secretary David Lammy outlined plans to rein in money laundering and enhance enforcement, positioning this as key to both public safety and economic reputation. A renewed push against economic crime with expanded fraud prevention strategies and interagency cooperation, highlighting much broader definitions of crime that intersect with economic well-being. These measures are pitched not just as law and order responses, but as foundational to broader societal trust and economic resilience. However, political opponents argue that such plans do not go far enough or risk overreach, contributing to the fractious public debate. Public impact and media narrative. The intersection of crime and economy has become a viral political topic in the UK because it combines data ambiguity, official stats versus public perception, policy disputes, debates over regulation, policing, and fiscal strategy, voter concerns, tangible impacts on daily life and financial security, and political conflict, parties using the narrative to frame their competitiveness in future elections.